who can be eligible to claim those personal and additional exemptions. Starting right now. Good afternoon, magandang hapon. Santos sa ngarang mudsikin amin. Hindi ko alam sa Ilocano, sorry na. Again, this is Louis from investinginphilippines.com. And today I think I'm rebooting my blog, and now I'm doing blog. I guess I will go first sa pag-vlog kasi YouTube yun. Medyo mas madaling mag-vlog. Mahirap mag-edit but it's way faster to communicate. So I check back my blog, investinginphilippines.com, and upon checking most of the questions I got are related to taxes. And nakakatuwa because even though I haven't written or posted a blog for a long time, marami pa rin nagtatanong. Mostly are new employees or those who have transitioned from being either they're being a consultant or part-time or an agent of a certain company, then they were hired directly or they need to file taxes on their own. That's why it's questions. So I thought about it if I were gonna continue the series, and I guess I have to go on with the series. Only to realize because there was one comment in one of my particular posts regarding why is it beneficial to file your income taxes. And remember, April 15 is approaching pala, so don't forget to file your taxes, seek help or be certified. Seek the help of accredited, BIR accredited certified public accountant. Yeah, dalawang certifications, and which I'm not. I'm giving that disclaimer that I'm not accredited certified public accountant by the BIR. And I hope you find one to help you out in filing your taxes, especially now kasi April 15 na naman. So I guess you have to check your taxes again and file the right ones, especially if you're not employed, because employed persons, especially if they are employed with one company only, ay meron tayong substituted filing, so madali na yun. For other people who either have multiple employers or who are self-employed, you have to file your taxes. Again, I'm here to try to I realized that na hindi pala basta-basta yung ating talk about taxes because it's a wide range. Maybe for us, mga CPAs, it's a simple computation and all that because like that, or a matter of procedure of filing, but not all people can understand it. And pagpasensyahan nyo na yung trend kasi because I'm here, I'm very near the Osmeña Highway. Along it is yung PNR. I'm trying to just check it out. Okay, saglit lang. Maybe I'll pause for a break pagkatapos ng trend. We're back. Wala na yung trend, pwede tayo mag-usap. And as I was saying, hindi ko inakala na it would be difficult. Ayun, teka lang. Yan. You know, as bloggers and we call and perfection. But if you really see where I'm catching this video, matatawa kayo sa aking setup. But it's a small apartment or the condo, ito lang mga afford ko, so bear with me. Again, let's go back. Hindi ko inakala na magiging malawak pala ang dapat kong explain regarding taxes, but just bear with me. I'll keep talking about it and I'll keep discussing about it. If ever you don't understand, you can message me at my blog or on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my channel. And it would also help if you would like my channel or heart or whatever that is, or pwede rin kanyong i-share to other people, to your Facebook, to social media, para I can reach more people about it. And it has been part of my passion is financial literacy. Even before 5 years, 6 years ago, when I started blogging, writing, then joining groups and trying to answer all questions. But now, I promise I'm gonna break down the taxes series. It will focus on individual income tax muna because it's most people's concern. And again, I'm repeating it This coming April 15 is the deadline for 2016 filing of your income taxes. If you're not an employee with a single employer, for those will include consultants, self-employed people, people with multiple employers, and the rest. Okay, and okay, one of the questions is asked is the last one. It was a good question actually by I think Bomi, forgot the name. Sorry. I tried to link down the link and put the discussions that we have. And I think I haven't replied back to you when you sent the last question. You were asking kung ano ba yung regarding sa personal allowance. What are allowable deductions or na magre-relate to magiging reason magiging tax refund mo. Again, let me break it down. Medyo malawak yun. Madaling sabihin na 50,000 ang allowance mo, allowable deductions. Ganun lang kadali. But actually, there's a reason behind it. And the first one is who can be eligible to claim those personal and additional exemptions? Tanong. So based on that, I'll be discussing regarding we call it citizenship of a taxpayer. Because based on that citizenship, based on that criteria, we can determine whether you can claim the 50K personal deduction and the additional deduction. So first, let me give you the 4 classifications of the taxpayer according to citizenship. One is the resident citizen. The second is the non-resident citizen. The third one is resident alien. Another one is alien, non-resident alien doing business in the Philippines. So those are the main 4 things, and it focuses on the basis of taxability. Bakit katataksan ng Pilipinas base sa iyong citizenship? Now, one is you are a Philippine citizen. So meaning but being a Filipino citizen means you could be living actually in the Philippines or you're actually living somewhere else. So mayroong dalawang definition yan. So because of that, we have the resident citizen and the non-resident citizen. Now, based on this, madidetermine kung ano ba yung pwedeng i-tax ng Pilipinas na income mo. And the main difference is that if you are a resident citizen, meaning you are here in the Philippines, and they can tax everything, and they can tax everything up to their income earned somewhere else. So if you are a resident citizen, the government can tax your income here in the Philippines and also your income outside the Philippines. What are those possible income? Maybe you have a bank account in US and it earns interest. And I know the government there, it's their territory, so they have the right to tax there. But for the purpose of computation ng iyong tax as a Filipino citizen who resides in the Philippines, you will also be taxed. Those taxes, those income there will be taxed, part of the computation. And of course, dahil sa mga agreements, because tax, you are allowed, you can deduct the tax already deducted in that income there, in those income sa US, but still you have to declare it as a taxable income for your tax filing here in the Philippines. That's a resident citizen. So when you are a resident citizen, all your income here in the Philippines and outside are taxable by the Philippine government. Of course, with the reciprocity rules, mga usapang country to country, and you can deduct, but you have to secure a document to deduct it here. The second one is non-resident citizen. So what's a non-resident citizen? Maybe you are already a US citizen, but you were former a Filipino citizen, and with that, maybe you have properties here in the Philippines nung bata ka pa or before you migrated somewhere else. So those properties are still under your name. Since those are under your name, they might be earning income like rental income, or maybe you sold it and you earn income from that one. So the government will tax that and the normal way. So what the government can tax you is those income earned only in the Philippines. So since you are a non-resident, you don't live here anymore, the income that you earn outside are not taxable by the Philippines, but the income, the properties you own in the Philippines will be taxed by the Philippine government. That what makes a non-resident citizen. So the difference is the government can only tax the income you derive within the Philippines. Again, so that's the for us residents, for us Pinoys, then we have the foreigners. So we have the first one is non-resident, resident foreigner doing business in the Philippines. So who are those residents? By law, you are considered doing business in the Philippines if you stayed here for, I don't know, I forgot. There's a number of days, I think 190 days, but let me check on that and I'll just put it here for my corrections. So you are considered resident alien because you are here in the Philippines doing business in the Philippines. So if you're doing business in the Philippines, you are taxable like a resident citizen. Oh, non-resident citizen, but only up to the income you earn within the Philippines. That's how you're taxed in. Now, why do we have to make a differentiation with this one? We have to because a foreigner working here in the Philippines, maybe you stayed here for a week to a month and you earn income, you'll be taxed differently. You are not considered resident foreigner doing business in the Philippines. So you are considered totally a foreigner, a resident foreigner, RFC. So if you're a resident foreigner, no, I should take, if you're a foreigner in the Philippines and you earn income, probably you bought a lotto and you won 1 billion pesos. By law, lotto earnings are not taxed, but since you're a foreigner, you will be taxed the highest rate, single rate of 25% right away. Any earnings of a foreigner not doing business in the Philippines are taxable 25% outright by the government. Kasi nga, either bumisita ka lang or nagpunta ka lang dito tapos nagkaroon ka ng small business, siguro sideline lang, and before you fly back to where you go, you have to pay those taxes. Will be deducted 25% right there and there. Unless you are, like the most stories I heard is that, you know those, foreigners who own small businesses in Siargao, in Boracay, in the small islands, and they're doing that. They're establishing their business here so that they can gain residency. They can prove that they're doing business in the Philippines and so that they can stay. And therefore, because they're here, you should be taxed like an ordinary Filipino. But you have to prove you're more than 90 days here. You have a reason to stay here. That's what they do. So again, for foreigners, you are either a resident foreigner doing business in the Philippines. That means you've been have an established business here and you have resided in the Philippines for more than 90 days. That's 3 months, I guess. Yes, 3 months. But again, disclaimer, I will check that. I will put the how many days is that considered. And based on that taxation, you'll be taxed like an ordinary Filipino. So all your income within the Philippines will be taxed accordingly to the bracket the system will do. And if you are a foreigner, not doing business in the Philippines, you'll be taxed outright 25% of the income you have. So there you go. That's one section of determining how much is taxable of the income that you earn. And determining the taxable income is still very wide because there are number of items, income items that will be included in it and are taxable, and there are those that are not because they are being dealt with a separate taxation. So again, you have questions, comment below anything about taxation regarding this topic, that's citizenship. Correct me if I'm wrong, might be because I've been working in Guam for 6 years, and so I've been away, my data has been out for 8 years, so really I have to refresh myself, but I want you to reach out, let me know if I need correction. I'm doing my research as well, and also support, please subscribe to this blog and give it a thumbs up, share it, and let others know about it, especially now that the tax deadline is fast approaching. Again, this is Louis from investinginphilippines.com, and see you on the next blog. Thank you.